Dennis North. This season on High Country Fishing, the Trout Brothers will be fishing the rivers of Colorado. This week, we are staying at a place called Skier's Edge, about 6 miles south of Breckenridge, Colorado. The resort is owned by Vacations Resort International, and we want to give a good thanks for them for allowing us to be here today and this week to shoot this show. We are also dedicating this show to the doctors that have put me back in the saddle. Dr. Alvar Cowie, Dr. Stephen Lawrence, and Dr. Parmar of CICP. We also want to extend our very heartfelt thanks to Mike Landis of Channel 7. Without his help, none of this would be possible. We hope to show you some fishing in some small little beaver dams down here on the Blue River. This is the headwater of the Blue River, which flows down through Breckenridge down into Lake Dillon. From Lake Dillon it flows to Green Mountain Reservoir and then further downstream to the Colorado River. Both we hope to fish this season. We also hope to fish the Arkansas, the Tarryall, the South Platte, and the North Platte. Tune in later and we'll show you some beaver dam fishing in a small context close to this resort. Again, we want to thank Vacation Resort International for having us here to shoot this show. We also want to thank Skier's Edge, who provided our room. Come and enjoy the season. We'll catch as many fish as we can, have as much fun, and see as much wildlife and as much beautiful scenery as you can see here behind me. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later down on the river.
What a beautiful morning. It's a great day here in the Blue River Valley. Fishing with Trout Brother Michael. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see if we can catch some fish for you.
Right off the bat. Here's the little one.
I really love fishing for these brookies. They're frisky, and they chase almost anything. The minute the lure hits the top of the water, they're all fighting for it. Sometimes if you let it hit the top of the water, count a couple of seconds, let it flutter down, and then start pulling it in, you'll have 5 or 6 chasing.
That's a better one. Still a little bit.
Remember when fishing for brookies, to work the water, don't always throw your lure into the same space you threw it the last time. Vary your cast and throw to different places within the pond. Find the fish and then try to sight fish your way to catching more fish.
Getting a little bigger each time. That's a nice little 7-incher, I think. Nice little color.
That's the best one of the morning.
Here's Mike landing a fish. It's getting close to the end of the day, so we're going to take it on in. Thanks for tuning in. Beautiful morning, day 2, here in the Blue River Valley. We'll see if we can catch some fish. Thanks for tuning in. When fishing small beaver structure, there are 2 approaches to enticing a fish to hit. Today we're using a number 4 Panther Martin, yellow blade with red dots. The 2 basic philosophies are as follows. The first method is to cast your lure upstream and run it with the current from the shallows to the deep end near the dam. Fish face upstream and can see the presentation approaching. This may excite them into making a strike. The second method is to cast downstream, close to the dam or other structure. Pull your lure upstream into the channel of the current. As it passes the fish from tail to head, it entices a strike. Try these 2 approaches and see if you don't have any luck getting some hits. In small beaver structures such as these, it is beneficial to sight fish. This method is to pick out a school of brook trout and see if you can incite any reaction to your lure as it passes through the school. A good set of polarized sunglasses will help remove the glare off the water and help you see the fish more efficiently.
Now here you see me using the downstream casting approach. Watch and see what happens. Yep, we got our first fish for you today. This one might be a brownie. Yes, it is. There you go. The 12-inch brown for our breakfast today. Yes, sirree, baby. The one thing that I've experienced over the years of small beaver structure fishing is that brown trout love brookie dams. So you never know what your cast will attract, and you never know what you're going to catch. Now you see the use of the sight fishing method. I've spotted a school of trout. I'll cast beyond them and pull the lure through them. Hopefully, I'll get a reaction and one of the fish will follow the lure. If he does, there are a couple of things I can do to entice him to strike. One is to pull the lure a little bit faster and make him swim quickly up to it, and then allow it to flutter down. And when he reacts to its flutter down, he'll turn away. And then when I start to pull it back up and get the lure running again, he'll really get excited and strike. Here you see another brown trout, our second of the day. Some of our fish have been questionable in species. If they're browns, they're awful silver in color and don't quite seem to carry the red dots on their side like other brown trout species. Here we are back in the Blue River Valley, fishing with my daughter. Hopefully she can catch some fish in these two ponds right here where I caught the brown and a lot of brooks yesterday. We'll see. No followers. See that cabin? The house across the road? Give yourself a little more line underneath there, so let your lure drop a little bit further down. Miranda caught herself a big branch this morning. Dip your pole the other way. You want to change lures to yours? Okay.
Maybe we could change position.
A tiny little whirlpool here in the beaver structure where we were fishing. From here we can fish both directions. It's kind of treacherous working across the beaver dam.
Especially when you don't have big feet.
Or boots, or pants. There you go, Beth Harris. Get footing.
Stupid willows.
See, if Mike was here, you could ride his back.
Huh. You're funny.
Well, not with the damage that he did to his leg. But... See, there's a piece of wood. Watch where it goes.
I think the flowers would make it in.
There's not enough suction to suck it down, so fish couldn't get caught in it.
There's Dennis. He's using the bubble and fly method. And there's his bubble and there's his fly.
Let's see if they'll run.
Watch out!
Oh, yeah. There's a nice brown. For you today here on High Country Fishing, another nice brown. We've got one for breakfast already, waiting for us there, and we've got another one today, so we're gonna let this one go. Here we go. Throwing it upstream, bringing it down into the channel. We had a couple of hits, and then he hit it hard. So two different dams, we've caught two different brownies this morning. Haven't seen one brook trout on film. And it's about time for us to head back for breakfast. So, thanks for tuning in. This season we're dedicating all our sessions to our doctors, Dr. Al Barkawi, Dr. Stephen Lawrence, Mike Landis of Channel 7, Dr. Parmar of CICP. We thank you for putting me back in the saddle to go fishing again. This season's for you. Thanks for tuning in. The trouts have been here since Saturday, and I've been fishing these 6 ponds actually since Sunday. I've caught some nice browns out of here. We'll see if we can catch some more fish for you today. Although they're very spooked, and I've thrashed these ponds quite a bit the last couple of days. But we'll see. Still great weather. Looks like good fishing. And there ain't nothing better than getting your line wet. We'll see you downstream. Thanks for tuning in. My wife Cindy says this is a sago lily, a food staple of the Native Americans long before the incursion of the Europeans. Just a little sidetrack here. All sorts of pretty little flowers here in this little valley. Here, I'll get you another shot of the pretty ones over here. Pretty yellow and purple mixed to each other. These little beautiful mountain valleys have some great, gorgeous flowers. And just pausing sometimes just to take some good shots along the way. Fishing is one thing, but nature is the best thing. And that's why we come here. Got it. Got a fish on the line for hot country fishing. Another nice brownie.
I hate dropping the fish in the beaver dam. They're so hard to get back.
Well, we're gonna change positions now. Try another pond someplace else. We got it pretty well spooked right here. But I'll show you some more scenery of where we're at. Very beautiful set of dams. And we'll see if we can catch some fish for you.
Brook trout that don't see much fishing pressure spook very easily. They have good eyesight and can feel the slightest vibrations as you walk. The only trick to the upstream method is that you must retrieve the lure faster than the flow of the current, or you may snag the bottom and lose your favorite lure. see my wife Cindy doing the camera work, shooting flowers and wildlife. Time to change positions. Thanks for tuning in. Another small little brook trout here, a nice little brookie. We haven't been catching many of these. I've been catching more browns than brooks down here, but this is good. Let it go. We'll try a couple more casts to see what we can catch something. Okay, we caught one. We're gonna move downstream, see if we can catch something else. Tune in. Little navigation as you go through the willows. We're hoping to catching some fish that are right out in that pool. We've been pretty finicky lately, so it's going to be tough, and it's late in the day. It's kind of hot, so more than likely we're not going to have much luck. Thanks for tuning in to High Country Fishing. Here's see one of the nice little brookies we just now caught today. Just caught right here in this little stream right here. Nice little brookie for you today, right? In this little stretch of the river. We're gonna release him now. And watch him go back. We're doing pretty good. It's been a pretty good day fishing today, the Blue River Valley. We hope you've enjoyed it so far. Showing you some nice little areas to fish. But we'll see if we can catch some more on our way back. We're gonna head back now. We've had our fun. We've explored a lot of fish, a lot of different brookie dams. Stand up and give you a nice little sight of where we're at.
Here you see the number 4 Panther Martin lure that has caught all our fish this week.
Well, they're little ones.
When used with the proper approach and proper presentation, this lure has no trouble enticing any strike from any species of freshwater game fish. Good day and good fishing.
Well, that's our show this week. We want to thank you for tuning in to High Country Fishing. We've had a great week fishing the Blue River Valley above Breckenridge. Caught many browns and lots of brook trout. Most of the browns we caught this week were between 8 and 12 inches. The brook trout were between 8 and 10. But they were frisky and lively and all native fish to this region right here. We want to thank Vacation Resort International and Skier's Edge for having us up this week, for being our base of operations to shoot this show. This season, we hope to also fish Gore Canyon on the Colorado, North Gate Canyon on the North Platte, and Browns Canyon on the Arkansas. We want to thank you for tuning in. Good day and good fishing.